The whole concept of a relationship is so different now. There is a distinct difference between working on something with your partner and accommodating your partner's issues. And if you are a person who's empathetic or a loving person naturally, it might be hard for you to acknowledge or admit that your partner is toxic. It's very easy to make excuses for people you love, but you need to love yourself enough to acknowledge that this person has traits that, if they go unaddressed, can manifest into something that will be very toxic for you and for them. For the sake of yourself and for the sake of your partner and for the sake of the relationship that you have, you need to be willing and strong enough to acknowledge the problems that are underlying. In my past relationship, I dealt with depression very heavily, and it was affecting me and it was affecting how I treated her. And she was a very empathetic and loving person, so she was willing to be there for me. She was willing to wait and be patient through my episodes. She was willing to talk to me. And then I found myself making her a crutch. I found myself becoming toxic because I wasn't working on my issue. I wasn't addressing my depression. Because I found someone who was willing to put up with it, I allowed it to run rampant. Just because I knew that she would not leave and she would be there. And that's when you realize you're becoming toxic, because you're allowing somebody to accommodate you when you're not working on your own issues, when you're not growing from your past. This is why it's so important to make sure you have a relationship with yourself before you get in a relationship with another person. You need to love yourself enough to acknowledge that your partner has toxic traits. You can't be the person who's consistently accommodating, consistently considering how your partner feels, consistently doing what it takes to make your partner feel good when they are not doing anything to progress from their issues. That's how they start taking advantage of you, because you are waiting for them and they're allowing you to wait. If they are willing to grow and work on it, then you need to work on it with them. In one of my younger relationships, I used to always tell her what she needed to fix, not realizing that I needed to help her and fix it with her. When you're in a relationship, you become one. That means your problems are my problems and my problems are your problems. That means if I am working on my problems, then you're working on my problems with me. We are a partnership. We are together, so we are going to get through this together. I'm not going to leave it up to you to fix what I don't like. We're going to help each other. And we're both going to be willing to grow, not just for the benefit of the relationship, but for ourselves as well.